Hello, you silly sausages, and I'm the normal player guy, and you, well, let's check this out. So, the last video, which I will also release at the same time, focused on the sub-EZAs, the Int UI Goku one, right? And that's these. They're actually pretty decent. I like them. These two are surprisingly the same unit. You got damage reduction, you got crits, that all that separate them. So now we're going to focus on the Backlog Gods edition. Will be a brand new EZA, going to give you 30 stones, and it's going to give you all of these. I'm on Twitter with all the translations, and we have both Minato and Dokkan Assets as what's going to be our heroes in this. So we're going to check out Int Whis EZA. This will be in no particular order. So I expect some of these to do the dodges. I mean, I don't know anything about these, but I expect the Whis to dodge, I expect the Beerus to be absolute onslaught, and I expect the Goku to be somewhat mid, and I really hope they just don't shaft Vegeta, right? But here we go. So Int Whis looks like it's AGL, Int, and Physical, 3 key, 80%. That's irrelevant. That's just free to play nonsense, right? If you are free to play, if you are beginner, then fair enough. This might legitimately be great to farm some missions, gems, the X amount of Cybermen, and whatever. So super attack, 30% defense for the turn, and lowers attack. So has some value. So let's see. You have 120% at the start of turn. Okay. So all allies, 3 key, 30%. So that's pretty great, actually. Realm of Gods allies, additional 10%, and they also get a chance to perform a crit plus 10%. Okay, right. So, okay, Bond of Master and Disciple allies, 10%, and chance to perform a crit 10%. Ooh. And then you get attack and defense 60% per Realm of Gods category ally other than this in the same turn. So you get 120% for the two others. And you get a chance to evade any attack, including super attack. You get 25% per Bond of Master Disciple other than this on the turn. So basically, you can have a 50% chance to dodge. Hoof. Okay. Right. I have one issue, but and it's a bit of an issue actually, but I don't think it's strictly a thing. So the thing that comes out in mind is there's no key for this unit. So in terms of links, shocking speed and shattering the limit, you will get some links, but you're only going to get like connoisseur and gentleman. But you're not actually going to get gentleman, but to get like connoisseur, you're going to have Beerus on, and Beerus might be the only one to share some of these links with. And with no key at the start of turn, you might have shocking speed and shattering the limit, but you might just find yourself shy. There's going to be that situation, but that's only negative. So let's just wait. So just hold on. So he gets 120% himself and gets 30% on defense. That's fine, but he also gives himself 60% of stats per Realm of Gods on the team. So that's going to be an extra 120. So he's going to have substantial. So he's going to double. So he's going to be really great. And you're going to have him on Realm of Gods, which pretty much ensures that you're going to have Beerus on the team, pretty much. So he is set up to build and buff. So automatically, Int Vardos comes to mind, right? So let's have a look. So all allies get 3 key 30% to stats. And that's just flat out across no matter what team they're in, right? But then Realm of Gods, Bond of Master and Disciple, they get 20% and they get a 20% chance to crit. That's ridiculous, right? It is ridiculous. So Bond of Master and Disciple, Realm of Gods, yeah, they all get extra. So again, it's going to be Beerus. Beerus will end up getting like you'll get 3 key 30%, then you'll get the extra 10%, then another 10%. So he's going to get 3 key 50% attack and defense with 20% chance to crit. That's ridiculous. Like he is a perfect support. This is madness. And then himself, he gets 25% per Bond of Master and Disciple ally other than this own person in the same turn. So again, based around a Realm of Gods with Bond of Master and Disciple, right? You're going to have, again, Beerus and whatever. So you're going to have a 50% chance to dodge. You're going to be giving 50% support to the relevant people. And they're going to be on Realm of Gods, so he may actually be able to hold his own. Jesus. I mean, the thing here is, the thing about physical Beerus, think about the LR Beerus, which is going to have his awakening. Then you got like Godly Power, Connoisseur, Shocking Speed, Shattering the Limit. It's going to be ridiculous. So, Realm of God, Sibling Bonds, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Space Traveling Warriors. This is, wow, what a unit. Yeah, in Vardos, but maybe dialed up a little bit. So, going to be great. We don't quite truly know. Oh, there's actually a picture of his stats right here. 12,000 defense. 12,000 defense. I think he has a 200% lead. I mean, Realm of Gods and I think Bond of Master, but I don't think they link in together. So I don't know if there's a 200%, but there's definitely a 170 for you. 170 over 12,000, surprisingly decent attack and good enough health to keep you in the game. That's actually not bad. I like this guy. This guy can be fun, and he's going to be great just to pop up units and great for a lot of showcases. That's going to be a thing. So, wow, it's going to be tricky to follow. Do you know what? Let's check out the tech. I am to go on to someone called Minato, I don't know. Right, so thank you anyway, but let's have a look. So I want to see the comparison. So AGL Tech STR 3 key 80%, so kind of the same deal. Doesn't really matter to a lot of people, but if you're fresh, this will be a unit. I mean, this was something like 30%, so again, it still qualifies to get you through the quest, don't worry. So 12 key. So your super attack, you 30% attack for the turn. Oh, I see where this is going, and you still lower attack. So 120% when attacking. So definitely good. Well, let's see. So attacked enemies stats minus 20%. Okay. 70% chance to stun the enemy, and that's just on attack. That's not super attack. That's just the normal. That's pretty nice. 60% per Realm of Gods category ally on the team, so pretty much the same thing. So you can actually get 240% on attack. So you could realistically have that at the start of turn. Attack and defense 60. Oh yeah. Oh wow. You get attack and defense 60% per bond of master and disciple. Oh wow. Okay. So while like the int Weiss, he got 120% at the start of turn and 120% per was it Realm of Gods. So that was fine. This guy, he gets 120% per Realm of Gods, and he gets another 120% per bond of master and disciple. So you go, wow, that's ridiculous. So 240%. So he gets another 120% buff on top. And that makes up for the fact that he's got way less attack. There's no picture here of his stats, but I presume they're going to be around the same. He might even have a smidge less defense, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's no dodge in this, so that's kind of bizarre. But it's definitely. You see, the funny thing is, this is a bit weird. So when you stun the attacked enemy, it's only for the turn, and you ain't going to put him in slot 1 because there's no dodge in this guy. I mean, if he had like a 70% chance to dodge, even a 50% chance, right? You're going to want 70%. And then this will be great because you're going to lower the attack. You can cherry pick a unit to just straight up stun. I mean, you don't need to get a super attack because he has no defensive value. It's just stats on attack. And then, of course, as long as you have a Realm of Gods and Bond of Master and Disciple, which implies Beerus again, then you're going to be defensively fine. But the dodge would have kicked in. This is a bit. This is a bit of shame. Exactly the same links. Godly Power, Connoisseur, Cold Judgment, Gentleman, Chaplain Speed, Chaplain the Limits. Exactly the same categories. Realm of Gods, Siblings, Bond of Master, and Space Traveling Warriors. This is most curious because it's implying that Weiss is actually quite a powerhouse. I mean, he's not really supposed to be when it comes to this. And I suppose technically, canonically, he would be a bit of a powerhouse, but no. This is weird. This is odd. This is this is Weiss without a dodge. It's like the first Weiss or any form of dodges. It's just sort of weird. I mean, it could work. Legitimately, it could work, but we'll see. The lowest attack and the chance to stun. You see, if this is one of those where if you're in slot 3 and you have a chance to stun, and it actually applies to the next turn, then okay, great. You might have just found a fantastic unit. But often when it's this kind of stuff, it's only for the turn. But I guess we'll find out because like Super Battle Road would be his main thing. That's what it's going to be. So, actually, to be fair, Battlefield as well. In Battlefield these days, a lot of the difficult ones in Phase 3, they actually are, you can actually seal and or stun them, which is, the only thing they do is they prevent you from dodging or they prevent attack and defense lowering. So this is one of the weirdest things going. I mean, it really, it all depends on whether or not this is a great chance to stun, right? But it depends whether or not that's on the next following turn or not. So I'm curious to know how his attack stats are going to be since he's built offensively. But honestly, I think I prefer the int. I just do. The int unit's going to be way better. We don't need this. So now we're going to go to the int God Goku. So let's have a check. So int and STR after we key 90%. It was somewhere around 40-50%, so don't worry. It still qualifies you if you pull him and you're brand new, so that's still more than enough to get you through some of the quests, so don't worry about that. So your super attack effect greatly raises defense for the turn and lowers defense. Basically, that means the lowest defense. If you double super, you hit them a bit harder because they have less resistance. So 180%, but no key. Okay, fine. When HP is 50% or more at the start of turn, you have a 50% chance to perform up to 2 additional attacks. Okay, so you get 20% to stats, and you go up to 100, so that's 5 attacks, with each attack performed. Every time this character performs 3 attacks during battle, he applies the super excellent effect for the next turn. Okay, the one thing that sticks to mind is he builds up 100% to his stats, but you only have a 50% chance to do so. God damn it. I mean, seriously, roll the dice and you're going to get unlucky a bunch of turns. This guy's going to suck ass. Seriously, 180%, no key. Well, actually, let's have a look, because shattering the limit over in the flash, and he does have shocking speed over in the flash and shattering the limit, right? Okay, so the only thing he's missing is prepared for battle. Over in the flash, because it's Super Saiyan God, you can't use him with the AGL or the STR, so over in a flash is ridiculous. I mean, again, 5th anniversary units and some fusions have that, right? There are some Realm of Gods which have that. Saiyan lineage is nice, Super Saiyan is nice, Godly Power, Kamehameha, I mean, that's all relevant and great. The only major problem with this guy is, so I mean, like, if this was just straight up two additional attacks, and even if there were no chance to do an additional super, right? Let's just imagine that, right? So even if there were 2 additional attacks, you'd build up 40%. 40%. That's no small joke. And then your hidden potential system could proc, and that's 3. That's 60. 60%. I mean, this is ridiculous. So does that mean then that you're either going to do 2 attacks or you're going to do none? I mean, suppose you could theoretically do 1 from your hidden potential system, but taken out of the equation, right? You're either going to do 1 attack or you're going to do 3. What the hell? What the hell? So I mean, this would have been better if it was 2 additional attacks, each of which have a 30% chance, right, to have a super attack. That would have been appropriate. He greatly raises. I mean, this guy. I mean, honestly, I look at this and I go wah 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 because it just sucks. Every time a character performs 3 attacks, you get this super excellent effect for the next turn. Yeah, okay, fine. He doesn't raise attack. I don't get this. He doesn't greatly raise attack as well. So if this not even any form of attack, the only buff he's going to get is if you get lucky and you get the 2 additional attacks. It's just what a stupid. Oh, Christ. So he's on Realm of Gods, Pure Saiyans, Movie Heroes, Goku Family, Legendary Existing, Power Beyond, Miraculous Awakening, Battle of Fate, Turtle, Accelerator, Kamehameha, Bond of Friendship, Bond of Parent, and Earth Bread. Wow, man, they are getting way more. Remember when, like, a unit had 8, and that was considered to be ridiculous? I mean, these units have, like, 15 now. I mean, you could go addition. You're going to have to go pure additionals. I mean, crits will just have. I mean, he's going to have 5 dodge, so fair enough. But are you going to have to go for pure additionals? This is going to be traumatizing. It's like physical LR Ultimate Gohan or Enraged Gohan. The start of the new year, LR Enraged Gohan. You get stats on super attack, but he gave you normals and it gave you anxiety and headache. This is the same sort of deal. He builds up with any attack, but you gotta you roll the dice, not just for one attack, for multiple attacks. It's ridiculous. if the dice roll in your favor and you're above 50% HP, so that's, I mean, there's even a HP on this. So you're going to have 2 additional attacks. So you have super attack, 2 attacks, hidden potential system. So you could double greatly raise your defense. Which and then so that'll be what 20%. These two would give you 40, 60. Your hidden potential that could do 80%. So in one turn you could do 80% off this 100, and then when you come back around, you'll also be super effective against all types. So I mean, in a situation, this guy can go from turn one being meh to turn three being, oh, okay, you've jumped up a bit. But what I mean, that's a roll of the dice. And then of course, when you get to turn three, you're going to be at more than 50% HP. Uh, right. Well, we're going for the next because this has already gone on long enough. So now we have Int Beerus. So he is the nuking lead, right? So he's now up to 35%. So one of the other Int leader, Super Baby 2, isn't it? So yeah. So it's now 35%, but we could have guessed that. So your super attack effect. So you raise defense by 50% for 6 turns. I was right. They were going to make this guy straight up like aggro. He's going to go straight on out, balls to the wall. So you get 150% on super attack, so you definitely got to go first. 30% up to 150 with each attack performed, so he's definitely going to hit hard with 300% attack. There is no. Saying God, by the way, just touching back around, Saying God has 10,000 defense, so it can look quite impressive if you have the roll of the dice in your favor. When you turn one, you do your 4, and then you turn around back around and turn 3, right? That will look quite impressive. He has a 200% lead if that's your liking. So you're going to get 300% attack, which is fairly decent, but I mean you got to build it up. But mind you, that is 6 attacks though. No, it's 5 attacks. Beg your pardon. When there is a bond of master and disciple ally on the turn other than him, okay, you get 1 key. You get an additional normal 50% chance to super attack. Okay, so yeah, so you're going to want to work with that. Is it the tech? Because the tech Weiss, he will give him 50%, 3 key, and 20% chance to crit. So he's getting. Imagine if he's fully built up, you get 150% defense, 300% attack. You get 30. You get 50% on top of it, right? 50. It's going to be ridiculous. He raises defense by 50% for 6 turns. On top of that, what is it? You're guaranteed. So what? If you have on top of that, you're going to get an extra key. That's really really big, because again, like Connoisseur and the Innocence and stuff like that, and like Berserker, you're not going to get that. But you go and you're going to get the additional attack with a 50% chance to super, which would proc this. You theoretically could triple super. So let's see. Effective against all types when the target enemy is an attack down, defense down, sealed, or stunned. Wow. So he can actually work with any unit, basically. There's a few people who can stun and or seal or just lower defense, lower attack. Right? Think about the God Goku who lowers defense, the one we just seen. You could work with him. And then he's super effective against all types. You know, honestly, he's going to be better than Tech Beerus. And he has that rage mode that makes him extra strong. And physical Beerus, you know, it's going to be funny. I wonder if they actually have a picture. These are the defensive stats. Mind you, we's coming in at just under 12,000. That's great. Nothing for Beerus here. That's going to be annoying. So I'm curious where Beerus's defensive stat's going to come in and his offensive stat. Because honestly, he's going to have 300%. He's going to be super effective against all types. He could get 30% from this guy. Whis can give him, isn't it? Is Whis not like a 50% support? STR Whis? And honestly, like Realm of Gods, specifically deities like Beerus and Whis. I mean, Christ Almighty. I mean, dude. Godly Power, Prodigies, Connoisseurs, Innocent, Shocking Speed, Shattering the Limit, and Berserker. So let's ignore Berserker. You're going to get all of the rest with STR Whis or maybe this Tech Whis or Int Whis. Honestly, it's going to be Tech Whis because he's got the dodge. He's going to be a Bond of Master and Disciple and Realm of Gods. Right, so it's going to trigger Whis' additional stats and buffs. So honestly, seriously, my next video, it really could just be them. It's going to be mad. So yeah, okay. So actually, it may just legitimately just be the best easy on here. That one wasn't kidding. They went nuts with this guy. So this is now gonna come down to the next unit, and that is Rage Vegeta. How did they do him? Did they shaft the boy, or did they not? So let's have a look. Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma. Right. Super class 100%. Okay, I think he was like 80% support before. So, yeah, if you're rocking a free to play team and you're brand new and you get this guy because he's old as hell, yeah, sure. Oh, hello, Beerus. Picture of Beerus here. Coming in, by the way, 11,000, 15,000 attack. Yeah, you know what? That's going to be good. He's going to be good. Um, he's going to clear medium to high level content, and he's going to be clearing some very difficult content with those with his ability. Anyway, back to Vegeta. So what I was saying is you need defense start of turn. You're going to have like damage reduction because he's a counter unit. So play him as intended. You need to have like guard or something. So let's have a look. So 100% to superclass, fair enough. So you greatly raise it. I knew it. I knew it. See, counter units, the one thing they need defense and or guard or something like that. Greatly raise attack, 50% attack, and you do seal the enemy, so that could make sure the next attack couldn't be a killer. So you get one key, 122%. Okay. You get one key and defense alone 122%, and a 50% chance to crit when there's another Vegeta family ally on the same turn, other than this unit. So you're getting what, 244. Okay. So you get two key, 122% attack, 244% defense with a Vegeta family. So that kind of that's not a limit, not really, because Vegeta family is up there in the top 10 and can do quite a lot. 80% defense for 4 turns after receiving an attack. Okay. Damage received from normals, 40% less, and then you rage. Okay, so I kind of want to guard with this guy, even if it's for something like the first turn. Hey, just for the first turn. But, we get 4 turns, so what do you know? So, okay, so the only a super attack could take him out, and I suppose a really difficult event that's type disadvantage, right? So an AGL would just give him, will just give him his due. So let's see, Vegeta family, but that doesn't really restrict anything. But yeah, fine. So slot 1, if you ran him in, you'd have 244% defense, 2 key, fair enough. You'd have 40% less damage. So this is basically damage reduction kicking in. I don't think we've got a picture for him for his images, but it's probably going to be rocking around the 11,000 mark because they're all hovering around 11,000. This guy's at 12. So they're all hovering around 11,000. So let's just assume he's at 11,000. He's got a 200% team because he's on like Join Forces is one, Vegeta Family is, I think it's one, Exploding Rage is now one, and Bond of Parent and Child. But that's Exploding Rage and Pure Saiyan. So Join Forces, Super. Actually, Bond of Parent and Super, is that not one? He might have a 200% somewhere in there. I'm sure Join Forces might have one. Anyway, so 40% from normal attacks, which is nice. It's like a Whis kicking in. Then you're going to get, when then if the first hits are normal, you'll get additional 80% for 4 turns. That's nice. So when the 4 turns ends, you'll always get that buff. So every now and then, you will get a slightly harder attack. You can then seal. So this would be great against 1 or 2 enemies, only because then you have a less chance of being supered. And if it is against 1 enemy, he could probably crush the opponent, only because like you could seal so long as the first attack isn't an opener with a super attack. And that, honestly, they haven't done too bad with this unit. They haven't really. So, I mean, Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Prodigies, Golden Warrior, Berserk. I mean, there's plenty of key in here. Prepare for battle, Shattering the Limit. There's your few key. Royal Lineage can give 1, I think. And then, so you got at least 5 key in here and plenty of attack stats. Exploding Rage, Vegeta Family, Join for. Yeah, you might. Yeah, these two might qualify. I'm not too sure about the rest. I mean, on Exploding Rays trying to get some of the rest of these links is truly actually going to be a good one. I mean, you can even trigger Berserker for half of them. Vegeta family category ally is definitely the way to go. So greatly raise attack, decent amount of attack, but that's the only way. This isn't. I mean, it's defense here because you have a high chance to crit. You have a 50% chance to crit. Greatly raise attack. So crits aren't necessary. So you could just go pure additional. See, if you went for dodge, see, you need to get that hit, and you don't want to miss out. Yeah. So realistically, it's no dodge. It's pure additional. It is. It's pure additional. Beerus is probably a blend. You could probably go crits, right? Because I mean, he has additionals built in. You put him with the right people, right? So you could go crits to really make him hit hard. Super Saiyan God, you're gonna have to go pure additional. This guy pure additional. The Whis EZA, you could just go full dodge because he does nothing in his super attack effect. He's not supposed. Well, he great. What is he? Raises his attack. He's not supposed to be a heavy hitter, so you could just go pure dodge. Whis. So the two Whis, you could just put pure dodge in, right? And then the rest is pure additionals because I don't see how anyone can crit. I mean, this guy is super effective, I believe, of starting from X amount of turns. Was that right? So fair enough. All right, so that's going to be the end of this video. Oh, this has gone on a chunk. So Vegeta, solid. It all depends. I mean, he can reduce damage. He's got extra defense. He's got a high amount of defense with the Vegeta family. So, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. Beerus is huge, right? I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, we do actually have numbers. Here we go. So 11,000, actually 11.7 coming in right there. Can we click on that? Yeah, 11.7, 16.7 coming in there. So solid. Beerus coming in with 15.6 attack, 11,000 defense. So again, solid. God Goku coming in with 16 and 10. Whis is coming in with almost 12 and 15 attack, and the Tech Whis is 12. We know, so that's quite good. All right, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you to all these people on Twitter who do all the translations. This is brilliant because I don't speak Japanese, and no one even. And honestly, if it wasn't for the language barrier, no one would play global anyway. Right. Thank you very much for watching. You've been a lovely audience. I've been Normal Player Guy. Thank you, and I'll catch you next time.